Hello, everybody. It's Friday, so it's time for some drafting. I'm going to be doing a Born of the Gods release draft. This is an 8-4. I've been playing these a little bit this week, and seems like the format has gotten the shot in the arm it really needed. I I don't know if it was just Wizards was putting out really good events with like IPA and MD5 and Cube, and people just weren't drafting Theros, or if they didn't like Theros. But with the Born of the Gods packs, I really feel like it's a much crisper format. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. So yeah, I'm really liking these. So they're a good time. So what did we open though? Is the question now. Um, Archetype of Courage. That's a really good card. Acolyte's Reward is another really good card. Fated Return. I'd play it, but I think that there's better cards in the pack. Nyxborn Shieldmate I think is going to be a good card. Tromper's probably good. I mean, removal, there's a lot of it here. Hmm. Thing is, there's a lot of good white in the pack, and there's some decent, there's a couple black cards that are removal, and then there's also this guy who is maybe like, somebody might rare draft it early on because they're like, oh, this card's insane. Indestructible card from any battle, any graveyard to your side, and you get to scry at instant speed. I mean, yeah, but when I'm looking at this pack, I really like Follow the Hammer. I think it's just a really solid card, and it also we're not passing any red, and I don't want to get, I don't know. That's probably not the right way to do it, but oh, well, there's a Ragemonger. He can do some pretty broken things if you can get into the Minotaur tribal pretty early. Um, hmm. I mean, Drown in Sorrow is always going to be good, I think. This pack has Gorgon Head and Tromper. Let's see. Revoke Existence. There's not a ton in this pack. Hmm. Do I want to go into black? And if I do I go with the Ragemonger or the Drown in Sorrow? Or do I just get big and stompy and take the Tromper? Hmm. I mean, Gorgon. If I took the archetype, Gorgon Head would have been insane. Just absolutely a beating. But, I don't know. Again, playing this format, I'm still not entirely sure what the right picks are. I'm just going to take the Drown in Sorrow. It's a pseudo Wrath, which is always good. Um, Thunderbrew, that's a really good card. Um, Other cards in the pack are like Skyguard is really good. I think Snake's fine. Skirmisher is good. Whatever that word is good. Excoriate? Man, I need to learn how to speak English. This is terrible. You guys are cringing every time I try to read something. Um, I think I'll take the Brute though. It's a really strong finisher, and it doesn't put us into a third color. I think the pick is between these two though, with the way we're set up right now. Um, and we already have two things that are like removal, so, and I think this guy's just really good, so I'll take him. Again, I'm not. I saw how good Asphyxiate was earlier, and now I'm, kind of like it does seem really good, but I don't know. Um, all right, so we've seen this print run already. Um, this card's really good, but we're not in green. And if we were going to go into green, I'd rather have a creature. This card I don't think is really good. This card is meh at best. I think we're just going to take the best card in the pack the card that I feel is the best card in the pack, and that might be the Tromper here. It's either that or Revoke Existence, but yeah. I think I'm just going to go with the Tromper. Makes our Drown in Sorrow pick a little bit sad, but, happens. All right, I'm just going to take the Tromper. And, all right. All right. So there's another Skyguard, which is really scaring me, which makes me think that white Heroic is open, because that's another one we've seen. But do we want to go big Stompies or go Heroic? We already have a Tromper, and we're getting caught on black really hard, so I don't think we're going to be able to get anything for the Drown in Sorrow. And you need to remember that because the next packs that are coming through, if we're already getting caught on black, then we definitely don't want to be running black, because the third pack is going to be super important for us. Because it's, Theros, and Theros has really good black. So I guess it's between Snake and Skyguard. We just want to get big and beady, or... Yeah, let's get big and beady. I played an aggressive deck, I think, for you guys already. So, let's just try to get big. Alright, Kragma Butcher's fine. It's not great, but it's definitely fine. You just throw him down, and he'll probably get in at least once before you end up having... And then you untap him, and then, they don't want to trade their 3/3 for 4, or their, X4 for it. Because it's, only costs 3 mana. It's beautiful. And Cyclops I don't think is that good. It's a 5/2. I mean, if you can throw something on it the next turn, like you go this into Harpy or something, or not Harpy, Nimbus Naiad, then it gets really good, but I don't really see that being a thing that I'm looking to do. Geez. Alright, so the white deck is open. I only really have 2 green cards. I mean, if I took into the Heroic deck, then it'd be very good right now, our deck would be. I really don't want to take, like, a Rollicker, though. Like, these 3 red cards are fine, but I really like the Skirmisher, and Glimpse of the Sun God I think is super good as, like, a finisher. I'm going to take Glimpse. Alright, no white or green to signal what we're doing. I mean, we're fairly open to a lot of different things right now, but I really don't think we're going to see any more black, because we're just been getting cut so hard on it. Giant or Butcher? I think I like the Butcher better. It has basically the same stats, and in a big Stompy deck, the 5 to the face probably won't matter that much, because you just have a bunch of big stuff, and you're going to be dealing huge chunks of damage. Wow. Okay. I don't like this card. This card's okay. This card I think is bad to mediocre. But Acolyte's Reward, if we can get into this deck, then I want to get into it. Wait, we got the Ragemonger back too? I might just take the Ragemonger just for fun. No, we're not going to be in that deck. Can take Sands. Or Sun Chaser. There's like no good cards in this pack. This is the most powerful card, so I think I'm just going to take it. I don't think I really need Sands. I thought I was going to after seeing the spoilers and doing some theory crafting on the side, but after seeing more and more play, I don't think that's something I'm going to need that often. Much rather have a creature. But if you're going to force me to take one, I'll take one, I guess. I'll take another. Sweet. Alright, so we got a bunch of cards. I mean, I guess if we open another Minotaur Lord, like then we'll go in, but if not, I really don't see us doing that. Alright. Well, we opened a Minotaur Lord, but we also opened a Wingseed Rider, and that's a good card. But we also got like Courser and Disciple. but we don't have any Minotaurs. I want to do it. I really want to do it. I know it's the wrong play. I know it's strictly the wrong play to take the Warcaller because we only have the one Lord. I don't. We have two Kragma Butchers, which is fine. That's a Cyclops. I mean, we have cards, but it'd just be so much fun. I've already gotten some feedback that you guys are like, "Oh, that wasn't the right pick." So I'm going to explain if I'm thinking about taking the strictly wrong pick. I'm just going to take the Wingseed Rider. I'll live the dream another day. Maybe when the format gets a little bit older and I get a little bit bored of it, and you guys get a little bored of it, I'll just be like, all right, Minotaur Tribal. I'm just going to go for it here. But not today. Not today. So Lightning Strike is removal, and that's often good. Minotaur. I think it's better than a Titan Strength because we only have one heroic creature right now. So, you never know, it might wheel. Um, hmm. Evangel's a card, but I don't think we're going to be really getting a bunch of 1/1s with it because we're more heavier on the red. Rage is often underwhelming. You're paying 5 mana to kill maybe a 4-drop, which is not efficient. Yeah, you get to scry, but it's only often okay. But, I mean, I guess we could take a Last Breath as the aggressive deck. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's still removal. It exiles. And I think I like it better than the Rage. I mean, the Rage might even wheel. Alright. So, nothing for our deck. So I think I take this and just take a tick or two, I guess, is probably what it's worth right now. Yeah, I'll just take a tick or two. Be happy with my life. Alternatively, I could take Oread. I don't really like the idea of paying 6 mana for that to bestow in my deck. I want like a Thunderbrute to be the thing on top of my deck, so I'll just take a tick or two. Verdict or Battle Priest? I probably like the Verdict. It's removal. I was never happy with the Priest either. And we don't have a ton of stuff that targets right now. So we're probably just more like a aggressive creature deck than a broken, like, build your own Baneslayer type deck. Jeez. I guess green was the place to be. And the black's flowing more than I thought it would. I really thought that we're getting... Oh no, we're going to cut next back on black, I thought. So I didn't want to go into it because of that. What do we have for removal of enchantments? We don't have anything right now. So I'll just take a ray, I guess. Man, we're just not seeing much right now. There's some decent blue, but I don't know. We're just not getting cards that are good. And it's not like other people are just getting bombs. At least I don't think so. I mean, this card's good and this card's fine, but it's not like anything broken's going on. I'm just gonna take the Oread, I guess. I don't know. All right, Skull Cleaver and Battlewise Valor are both cards. And again, just looking at the rest of the cards in the pack, there's a Savage Surge for the green player. So I mean, green was open. When I made the choice, I think I went the wrong way on it, but it's probably fine. Combat Trick or just an efficient creature? Well, for a turn at least. I think I need more creatures. Yeah. I'm gonna hide these for now. And just keep that up as a by the way card. You know, by the way, you have this in case you see something that you should splash. Um, Borderland Minotaur. Oh, let's cost sort. See where our curve lies. All right, we got a lot of early game kind of just dorky stuff. So I think I'll just take the Minotaur. It's a good card. Um, huh. I mean, could take a Peak Eruption for the side against. I don't even know why I would bring it in for the side. Um, I guess I'll take the Artisan because it's an actual card rather than Peak Eruption, which is not. Alright, we got a Ray and a Vanquish. 6 mana sorcery speed, conditional removal. Never something I like, so I'm just going to take the Ray. We'll have 2, and we'll probably keep them in the side. Ox in case we... I don't even know what's going on right now. So this is a pile of cards. This is a pile of cards. Jeez. Alright, so... I think red-green was the deck I should have built this time. But that being said, I didn't build it, so we have to make this work. I think if we open like a really bomby green card, then we can probably make the jump. Let's see. Show all, hide black, hide blue. So we have, oh, we only have the 2. I thought we had a couple more that was hidden. Okay. So I guess it's Alciad? I mean, what are we giving up? Well, we're giving up some decent stuff. Okay. I'm just not sure if this is the time to make the jump or not to green. You know? Like, is this the... Do I do that? Do I just give up? I'll have 3 really solid green creatures. And I'm giving up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards? But I also need a lot of stuff to fill in with. I think I'll stay the course. I just don't like the idea of moving really hard right now. Jeez. All right. I'm just going to commit. I'm just going to commit right now and say that there's nothing that's going to change my mind. I'm just going to look for red and white cards. Because if I try to convince myself, if I keep looking at cards like this and getting upset, it's not going to change anything. I'm not in the deck. So let's move on with our lives. In other news, Perforos's Emissary is decent. Two-headed Cerberus is fine. If we had a bunch of pumps, which we don't. Dragon Mantle cantrips us, and we are very heavy red. So that could be something that we want to do. Alternatively, do you want the Emissary or the Mantle? I think those are the 2 choices. I've never been overly impressed with Arena Athlete when you don't have a lot of stuff to target it. And we don't at the moment. I think I'll just take the creature. We're a little light. We only have 12. And I'd much rather play a poor game because I don't have like quality like non-creature spells than not having a creature on the battlefield. I'd much rather not lose, that being said. But given the 2 options, I'd do that. Tapcat or Borderland Minotaur? I'd probably like to trade out some of these Torch Fiends for Tapcats. For those of you who don't know, this is a Tapcat. It's a cat, and it taps. Tapcat. in other news, for things that actually matter, um, yeah, we don't have enough stuff that targets right now to get shock out of stuff to get value. Um, think I'll take that. I think we have a lot of good fours. I don't think we need another one. Uh, so there's a bunch of good cards here for us. The Elder's good, and the Land's good. Okay, so there's two good cards here for us. The Elder gains us some life, and it just has efficient. It's an efficient body. It's a 3/2. But the Land lets us fix our manas and scry, and it's probably worth like a tick. And looking at this deck, I probably need to take the tick. What do we have? Yeah, we have a lot of decent cards there. We have, what, 10 more cards to pick after this? We'll probably get 3 or 4 good playables, and that should put us above. So I think I can risk it and take the Temple. Again, top 8 of the Pro Tour. I'm not taking a Temple there, but 8-4 with a deck that's, you know, mediocre. Also, top 8 of the Pro Tour doesn't make sense. Top 8 of a Grand Prix. For those of you who don't know, the top Magic players in the world are currently playing in the Pro Tour in Valencia, Spain. So you can check them out at dailymtg.com or whatever, because they do good stuff, good coverage over there. I don't know why. I'm sorry. If you don't like the fact that I plug like things that I just like randomly, it's because that's how my brain works, and I can't make up my mind what I want it to do half the time. Um, oh, we could have a pretty good Minotaur deck. Double Warcaller. Oh, Murder King too. But in reality here, what do we want? Um, I mean, the 3/2 for 5 isn't terrible, right? Right? It's definitely something you can play. Uh, all right. Skull Cleaver it is. I'll definitely cleave some skulls. I think we're gonna be the aggressive deck. Sweet. And we got a threaten effect. I really did forget that this card was the format. Does it just go really high, or am I missing something? I don't know. I just don't know. We're not Megatroning, so I think Griptide's probably fine. I'll just take the Jolt. Cerberus, or an Athlete, or Crusader. I'm just looking for stuff that targets. We have 1, 2-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish, 4-ish. So we'll take the Cerberus. Another Minotaur. We'll get someone to demolish. And then we'll take one as well. Alright. So we drafted something. I say we's because I wanted to feel like it's less of a me issue that this deck was drafted, but oh well. Tribal Minotaurs should be a deck in Standard. If it's not right now, it will totally be after the next set, because they're just going to keep printing more and more Minotaurs, and the set's just going to be good. And hey, who knows? Maybe they'll do something silly like print Didgeridoo, which, again, I don't understand why the flavor of it works, but it's decent. Okay. Okay, there we go. Magic Online, you scared me there for a minute. Probably not meaning that. Alright, well, let's do this. Play the game, or take all the cards that we know we're not playing, put them over in the corner. Alright, all you guys go in the corner. And we got lands, and then maybe, no, yes, nope. Maybes. I'd rather not, but I might have to because, you know, playables and all that. All right. How good is Acolyte's reward? That's the question right now. It looks pretty bad. In all honesty, it looks kind of terrible. I'm probably going to get 1 or 2 out of it at most at any time in the game. So that's the cut. Ugh, I am running some pretty good cards in this deck. If I cut these and put in like Revelers and just try to super aggro them out and just curve out, and then have like late game punch with those, it's probably better than running 2 junky cards. Then I'm just going to run the lands for value. So that's 11 sources of red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources of white. We'll cut one of those and bring in a plains. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red or 8 white sources. So hopefully we can get a Wingseed Rider some of the time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sources of red, because we really need red to run. So, all right. Am I missing anything from the sideboard that I'd really like to have? Am I missing stuff from the draft I'd really like to have? Is more the question. All right. This deck didn't work out the way I planned it to. It was good in theory when we got a Wingseed Rider in Pack 2, and I was like, sweet, we're going to just start going because we opened the Wingseed Rider, and we're going to do good things with our lives. And then it just kind of fell apart. But, hey, now all I have to do is outplay my opponents. And for those of you who have watched me play before, you know if there's anything I do well, it's outplay my opponents. I'll see you in the games.